Hello everyone, again. My name is Osam Fareed, and this is the second part of my top 10 list. Let's get started. Number 5? No wait, we already did number 5. Sorry. Number 4 is One Piece. Before you give me shit about this one, for those of you who have actually gone farther than episode, 50, without 4Kids, know what I'm talking about. Now, it takes a while to really get into it, but basically, if you watched it, subbed, you'll like it. 4Kids, as they're really good at doing, fucked it up. Well, yeah. It's an amazing series, and because of the setting and plot, it has the potential to have billions of characters and billions of different powers. You'll see what I mean if you watch it. It's phenomenal. Oh my lord, I love it. They're still coming out with new episodes at, 480 something. And yes, I've followed them all the way through. Some people don't like that, but every week isn't that bad. Besides, after episode, I don't even know, maybe 10 or 20, you are hooked, and you will not go away, trust me. This is the greatest, no, it's not the greatest, but it is one of the best animes, in my personal view, obviously, because it made number 4. And the number 3 and number 2 are really good. This one is a lot better, and it's a lot easier to follow, and it's also it's not so much opinion based, because I know there's a lot of other people like it too. It's one of the most popular animes on the, Earth. So it's obviously not just me talking, but I need to move on. Yeah, that quickly. Number 3 is Cowboy Bebop. Who has seen this and not liked it? Well, boring people. It's absolutely great because the jazz with it combined with the action and comedy and even slice of life in it. You just follow these characters as they do what they do best, bounty hunting. But it seems like every time they got a bounty, there's a catch, and another, and another. It starts developing an interesting plotline as you follow the main character, Spike, as he goes through, well, everything a man can possibly go through in, 2030? Anyways, they're actually thinking about making a adaptation of it, live adaptation, where Keanu Reeves plays the main character. That's just how well known this series is. It's amazing. And the artwork, despite being an early anime compared to some of them we have today, the artwork is fantastic, classic, wonderful. Yoko Kanno, she's the music producer and main composer, does wonders. And the Seatbelts, who perform the music, are great. But, then again, I have to move on. So I'm going to wrap this up quick. The characters are phenomenal, the plotline is amazing, and hell, the setting is to die for. Anyways, let's move on. At number 2, it's... wait for it. Still waiting. Baccano. I said it with an Italian accent. Anyways, Baccano is not a very well-known series. I mean, the reason I found it is because I was looking on Funimation's website and saw it by accident. But it made my top 2 as being number 2. It will surprise you, and it will astound you. You have to watch past the first episode, but after that, it's amazing. If it weren't for the greatness of the show coming up, this would be my best. And I was actually thinking about it being my best. It is whoa! I mean, it got in front of Cowboy Bebop, so it's obviously good. Then again, it is my opinion. Anyways, this will astound you, like I said before. It's a mobster. It's a mobster anime, and it's from the same producers as, or at least the anime is the same producers as Durarara and Soul Eater. At least the same production company, like artists. And you can definitely tell. But the thing is, it's a lot better in my opinion. I'm not saying Durarara and Soul Eater is bad. In fact, they're very good. The point is, Baccano came before, I think it came before maybe both of them. I'm not sure. but basically, it's kind of a big deal for me because it follows a sort of Pulp Fiction setting or plot, I should say. If you've never seen Pulp Fiction, it's basically a gangster movie shot from numerous perspectives, and it's by Quentin Tarantino. He directed it or produced it or whatever, and it had Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta, but whatever. So it's sort of like Pulp Fiction. You get to see it from a lot of different character standpoints. The vantage points it gives are crucial to the storyline, and the plot is, oh my god, fantastic. It is one of the greatest animes in my point of view, obviously, even just by plot standards. I don't even have to go into the characters, but I will. Characters are outstanding. I absolutely loved this series because of the diversity of the characters. From innocence to evil, and you can love an aspect of each one. Well, except one of them, but I'm not going into that. Anyways, the point is, this is a great series, and you guys should watch it if you already haven't, which, well, it's not very popular, so you probably haven't. Moving on is number 1. For number 1, it was a bit of a decision, but not really. I absolutely love this series, and it's Trigun. Now, for those of you who are judging this by its title, no, it isn't all a bunch of blood and guts and guns. I mean, it has guns, and has some blood, but mostly, the bulk of it is spent on comedy, and, well, just living the life you get. It follows the storyline of Vash the Stampede, who's wanted for a ridiculous amount of money, because every town he goes into gets mysteriously destroyed, but no one's harmed. That's part of the plot line. You get to really dig into his past and how it affects the present. And also, it has one of the greatest fights of all time, just because you really have to watch it twice to understand it. Not just the fights, the whole series. Once you watch it once, you think it's good. Once you watch it twice, you think it's fucking fantastic. Oh my lord. The gunfights are always unexpected. They take gunslinging up a couple notches, more like a couple thousand. And, you know, this series may be great, but the reason that it's on my, really at number 1 is because it actually inspired a fairly popular series. Or at least I think it did. Grenadier. Now, some of you might not get this until I point it out. The main characters are exactly the same. To get the main character of Grenadier, or at least one of them, the female, they basically copied and pasted Vash the Stampede, gave him a sex change, and, well, I won't go on. Anyways, they are exactly the same character, just in a different body. The only difference is, well, Vash acts goofy because he likes acting goofy. He's also, instead of having just a double-sided character like the main character of Grenadier, his is like quad-sided. Goofy, relaxed, serious, and then fucking badass. I did watch Grenadier. I did not like it, but I mean that doesn't mean other people would like it or wouldn't like it. I think Trigun's a great series just because you really you expect something to happen. You expect something to happen and it doesn't, and then it disappoints you. But not really. Why? Because right when you're about to say, "Wow, this is stupid," bam, something happens. They get you on the tipping point. Right when you think something's about to get boring, it's like, whoa, gee, didn't see that coming. Each episode does have a different part of action. Now, some episodes don't have a lot of action as others, but each of them follow a really different storyline that's always interconnected with the main character. In fact, you will come to realize about just how majestic or mysterious Vash the Stampede is. This series has, changed my way of thinking. Not really. But it's just a great series. There's not even enough I have to say about it. It's like the Godfather of animes. If you've ever seen The Godfather, there's a lot of plot, like a lot of, I should say, themes to it, genres. This is just like The Godfather. There's so many different themes to it. I hope you can spot them all. Well, this has been Osam Fareed with his top 10 anime list. Goodbye, everybody.